Hey guys, Rochelle here with Amethyst Ascension. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for joining me again. So I am so excited to share with you the next collaboration in the Facebook group, Divination Spirituality. We are doing Seasons of the Witch 2024. This is hosted by the beautiful Tony over at Antoinette Tarot and Jewelry. And she did this last year, and I followed along, did a few of the things last year. However, this year it's a little bit different. You know how in the Divination and Spirituality Facebook group, we are now doing, as well as in conjunction with our channels, of course, our YouTube channels, we are doing something every month, and a new content creator out of the tarot and witchy community, they are hosting. And so the whole purpose of this is to try to get involvement, community involvement, and that it's all free. You don't have to pay for it. Some of it is behind a private wall for, security and safety reasons, if you want to share in that area. However, Tony had created a PDF, a couple of worksheets with all of the prompts. So for those people that are not big into digital journaling and just want to journal on their own, in their own planners, that's beautiful, that's brilliant. And you can do that. She's going to be putting the PDF in the group, the Divination and Spirituality group, for a limited time period. I believe, through the new year, okay, for anybody that's partaking. And after that, it's going to be removed. And she's probably going to be doing this every year. I'm going to refer you over to her channel and to this particular video, where she gets in way more detail than what I'm going to about what she is hosting for November, December, and into the new year. This is the digital planner that I created in conjunction with her and her prompts. And we've made a few adjustments, but this is pretty much it. So I'm doing it on GoodNotes. I have an iPad and I use GoodNotes. Okay. And on her, she shows, on Antoinette's, on Tony's video, she shows how she's using a Samsung tablet, and she's doing it in two different, she just started one. I think she said it was Pentley or something like that. And then Note Shelf is the other one. So she's showing pretty much how she does it on there. And on my channel, we do everything iPad, right? And GoodNotes, because I work in conjunction with GoodNotes. So this is Season of the Witch, and this is the hashtag to use. SOTW, short for Seasons of the Witch, 2024. Because she's going to continue to use this tag every year. And another reason why it's beautiful is because a lot of times people just consider the Season of the Witch to be October, right? And a lot of people do the different hashtags and stuff, and then November comes around and there's not a lot that's going on, and December as well. So we spread this out over the next 2.5 months, because we've got the holiday seasons coming up, and that is a busy time of year for everybody. So this is going to be fun hashtags that you can do, fun prompts. There's tarot spreads. There's journal prompts that you can turn into tarot. We wanted to really leave it, or I should say she really wanted to leave it open for people to use it at their own discernment. And if you want to do every single one of the prompts, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. You don't have to go in any kind of order or anything. Okay, so as soon as you see this video, this will be released on my Ko-fi shop, and it'll also be simultaneously released on Antoinette's new Ko-fi shop. So this is Antoinette's YouTube channel. You have to accept external links. So it goes to her channel. She is the one hosting it. The next one is the Divination and Spirituality Group on Facebook. Oops. The next one is my Ko-fi shop, which is where you can also get digital journals and the free items. So if you're unsure whether or not it's even going to work on your whatever you're using, try out. There's even some stickers. And there's the first one that we did in September, the Past Lives Club Companion, and what we did in October, the Ancestral Work Journal. And then this one will be added soon, okay, when we release this. And this is Tony's. This is her brand new shop. She's still setting it up. So those take you to all of our information and where you can also obtain this and to the group. Now in the Facebook group, there is also a chat that's going to be changed over from the Ancestry. Every month we change it over to whatever we are doing. That way we've only got one chat, not 10 million chats going on. However, we do now have a Discord group as well. So we are going to be also sharing in the Discord group for those that do not like doing the Facebook group, okay? And I will create a area for Seasons of the Witch. Just like we still have an Ancestry one and we have a Past Lives one. There's other ones as well. So anyways, let's get on to it. So this is what the main contents page looks like. There are going to be many different prompts and there's 2 pages per prompt. So I'm not going to go into great detail. I'm just going to show you how it works and I'm going to refer you over to Tony's channel. She can talk about each one of the prompts, what her vision behind each of these was. But I do want to say that each one of these, you see front door, you see Magpie, Woodshed, useful broom. These are all in conjunction to the Wise Witch house, which is us, or cottage, right? We are the Wise Witch. So these are all the front door entryway, the Magpie, the Woodshed. You'll see as you click on each one of these. So each one, like the viewing platform. This is some of the prompts that she had, and then we just finished it off with. So on the viewing platform, let's say what's the word? Like a deck or a balcony of your house. As you're looking over your neighborhood, are you looking at, your neighbors and judging them, okay? It's just that kind of premise. So there was a spread. How do I judge others? Where does this judgment come from? What triggers me to judge? And how best can I release this pattern? So these are really good prompts. The next pages, do a little shadow work journaling. Recognition is key to changing our patterns and being able to stop some of these negative traits before they cause us to feel resentful or even say things that we may not truly mean. So we can talk about, even though we might put our spread here, we can then do some further introspection and take a look at our own patterns. And I look at this journal, not only can it be a tarot journal, but it's like a book of shadows, a personal Season of the Witch book of shadows, right? So this little star, or eye, illuminated eye, that's what goes back to our contents page, more or less. And then you just flip over, and then that goes to the main page. Another one that's going to be really fun is the bat roost. No, Yes. Yes. So the bat roost, journal prompts. What's my go-to comfort habit? What makes me cozy? The second page of that is, it's a hashtag. And this hashtag is called Cozy4444 because it is the 4 things that we're looking for this time of year, especially this time of year, because even though we might be doing like heavy shadow work or ancestor work or past life stuff or inner child stuff, even if we're not trying to, a lot of times because of the holidays and family get-togethers and stuff like that, that kind of stuff can root its, evil little head, And so one of the things that we can do is look to the things that bring us comfort, make us feel cozy in those moments. So we thought of a hashtag. So the top 4 cozy feeling tarot decks that you have, and the top 4. Now, see, that can be different for everybody. You know what I mean? What feels cozy for one person might not feel cozy for the next person. It's an individual thing. And the same goes for oracle decks. And then the 4 items that bring you comfort, like a fluffy blanket or a pillow or a stuffed animal, or, like Tony said in her video, like a favorite mug or something. And then the top 4 activities that bring you comfort. One might be actually doing tarot. One might be, sitting down with your significant other and watching a movie, or sharing a movie with a friend and just laughing. And one might be reading a really good book. One might be drinking a nice hot cappuccino. You tell us what you love about this particular hashtag. It's a foundational, 4444, and it's very witchy, right? Seeing the synchronicities and stuff. So those were just a couple different things to show you, but I'll just go through it briefly just so you can see each page. It is a significant journal. Like I said, it can be used as I will say that on November 1st, because this starts in November, it just so happens on November 1st is the new moon, and it's in Virgo, and it's right before we switch into Libra. Can't even think. It's right before we switch into Libra season, because technically we are still in, or am I getting that wrong? Well, let's just look and see. Where is my tarot journal? Yeah, November 3rd. So November 4th is when the sun actually moves into Libra. So it's just the last little bit of Virgo that we're going to see. Virgo is the largest constellation. And she is like the witch, right? Virgo is like the goddess. She's the witch. She's the super highly detailed goddess energy, So, anywho. It just happens to be the new moon in Virgo on November 1st. So, it seemed perfect. What is the energy coming in for the autumn and winter months? And then the second page, the journal prompt. How can I work with this energy to my advantage and gain? Because I always say, if we're going to do astrology, let's use it to our benefit, not to our detriment, right? So how can we utilize that? This can be a great time in this book to do automatic writing if you want. It can be a great time to just do self-reflection and journaling, or creating your own tarot spreads if you want and putting them in there. But that is out of my Love of Spreads Oracle deck. So is the Depression spread. I also figure, because it is a time of the year that a lot of people, even beyond the seasonal depression, you know, with the lack of sunlight and stuff like that, it is also a time that people, families get together and they have sometimes bad memories or difficulty dealing with certain family members or just not liking big functions altogether. And it is a time that people do usually have a difficult time with depression and stuff like that. And so this was another spread out of my Love of Oracle spread, or Love of Spreads Oracle. And it is, what is the root of my energy? How do I feel heard? How do I feel seen? What am I seeing? How can I help myself? Like, what is my focus area? And a message from my higher self, right? What is causing me unnecessary woes? This is important also because for many of us that are in the tarot and oracle communities on YouTube, sometimes depression can be caused from stupid friggin' algorithms, right? So not feeling seen, not feeling heard, you know, and that can cause it, especially if we're looking at our numbers and we're trying to grow ourselves and, you know, grow our channels. It can be pretty depressing, and we, you know, we can look at ourselves sometimes anyways, like it's our fault that it's happening. And nine times out of 10, it has nothing to do with us, and it has everything to do with the algorithm and pleasing the algorithm. And it's just ridiculous, really. So, Magpie, create a positive affirmation to disperse your worries, or create a dream catcher to keep them at bay. So if you have a dream catcher, maybe activate it, right? And I put a little dream catcher in the corner here. And maybe pick up your favorite affirmations deck, or just after you do this, your tarot spread, write a beautiful poetic affirmation for yourself and use that. And this would be your spot. Like I said, it's kind of like a tarot journal / book of shadows, personal diary, personal journal, you name it. And then we've also got the Woodshed. So shadow spread, what is lurking in the shadow? Why is it still there? How can I bring this to light? How does this affect me? And advice from spirit or guide. What deadwood needs to be cut loose? So this would also be roughly, if you were doing these weekly, which there's more than weekly here, but if you were, and you started off on the new moon, by the third one, this would be the third week, this would be, or 2 weeks later, this would be around the full moon. And I'm not sure what the, you know, right at this moment, I'm not sure what the actual full moon is on this date, or what the date per se is. But I will probably put that at the same time in the group, in the Facebook group, and also on the community tab, so that you guys have that, like I did this last time, okay? But it's a perfect time to write your release letter and burn it with the full moon, right? So it's just a lot of stuff like this. And that takes you back to this page. These are all linkable pages. This is going to be free on my Ko-fi shop and also at Tony's, which you will find at these links. Okay? So I hope you join in. This went a little bit longer than what I was hoping it to go, but I got a little chatty. I'm just really excited about this particular collaboration with Tony. And, you know, I hope that other people join in, because a lot of times, like I said, Season of the Witch, a lot of people think of just October, but nah. I look at it like it's the whole, like, dark time of the year, right? So it's where there's a lot of liminal energy and, yeah, a lot of memories around the holidays and stuff like that. So it brings back a lot of ancestor work. And so anyways, I just thought it was perfect. And we wanted to spread it out because it is a busy time of year. And you can do this at any pace that you want to do it and share whatever level that you want to share. I did want to do one other thing, show you one other thing. This is the room with no view. So the room with no view, this room has no windows or doors. Create or do a 5-minute meditation to help focus the mind or body. What doesn't need to be aired today? So I essentially did the same thing here. So you can either write your own meditation, or you can, maybe you have some special places that you like to go for meditation. You know, because the dark room with no doors or windows is like your subconscious, right? It's like when you close your eyes and you meditate, that's where you go, is your subconscious. Or when you're dreaming, it's like your subconscious. So this is also a great place to, if you wanted to, do some automatic writing, because you are tapping into your unconscious. And so, but this doesn't necessarily mean it has to be anything that you share. This is private. So if you want it to remain private, what doesn't need to be aired today? So it can be even something that you're feeling, you know, upset about, and you just want to let it out. There you go. This is a place for you to even do that. So what do you guys think of the artwork that I used for it? Is this not beautiful? I really enjoyed making this one. I hope everyone joins in. So I'm going to put a link down below to Antoinette's video. Please be sure to check that out. She goes in more detail with every single one of these prompts. Okay? So thank you for spending this time with me. I hope you join in, and I am sending you love always.